fellow citizens of India, I'd like to touch on a few points that Mr. Jain mentioned. Section 4, that the government must give all the information to the citizens on its own. And why is this not being followed? It will never be followed. Ministers, commissioners, courts, everybody talks of Section 4, but the way, by design, it is not possible. However, a simple element, if it's put in place, Section 4, the promise of Parliament was that all records that can be computerized will be computerized and networked. Today we are giving computers even to school children in municipal schools. Most government offices, I would submit to you, use computers as electric typewriters. They don't use it as a computer at all. And here's a simple dream I'd like to share with you, and if you push, maybe we can achieve this. You realize that when you go to a government office, quite often you are told file nahi hai. If you pay some money, file aa jata hai. If you pay some money, a record can be changed. If you pay some more money, a record can be removed. You pay a little more money, the file can disappear. And a little more money, and there can be a fire at Mantralaya which can destroy a whole lot of files. A simple solution which exists, believe me, in the name of digitization and e-governance, what we are doing throughout the nation is a sham. It is just spending crores of rupees with achieving nothing. A simple solution is to do all your work on a computer, transmit files on a computer only, remove paper files. If you remove paper files, you will save thousands of crores of rupees, because a few thousand crores are spent on paper, files, etc. An equivalent amount to keep those files and an equivalent amount to find those files. And therefore our whole system becomes very poor. Section 4 will never occur like this. On the other hand, if everything is done on a computer, every evening, except what is exempt, everything can go on the website. It can update all your records. Most of our records in the government are flawed because of the method of collecting information. And this change is possible. When that happens, we will have Section 4 implementation. But please understand, today the nation is spending thousands of crores in this sham called e-governance, digitization, etc., leading to nothing. I'd just like to bring in 2-3 other points regarding privacy and Supreme Court judgments. This is a deep sorrow I'm saying this. If you look at the Supreme Court judgments before the RTI Act and you look at the Supreme Court judgments after the RTI Act, it looks like one is from Mars, one is from the world. And to give just 1 or 2 examples, the ADR PUCL judgment of the Supreme Court, because of which all the people who stand for elections have to give their list of assets and their spouses' assets, was based on the simple premise. You can read that judgment as many times as you like. The single premise is, Supreme Court held at that time that citizens have a right to know about those who want to become public servants. That was the premise of the ADR PUCL judgment, because of which we have affidavits across the nation. Now the Supreme Court is saying, after the RTI Act has come, citizens do not have a right to know about the assets of those who are public servants. This is like saying that before marriage, a girl and boy must exchange certain information about each other, but once they get married, they need not share the information. And it is necessary to understand that I am submitting the RTI Act is being amended by gross misinterpretation. It is gross misinterpretation. One of the sections, the section 81J, which talks of personal, has a caveat, a proviso, which says, provided information that shall not be denied to Parliament or state legislature shall not be denied to a citizen. Therefore, when anyone makes a statement on section 81J refusing information, expectation as per the law is that they will write, we will not give this information to Parliament or state legislature. This was also backed up by a Bombay High Court judgment. And subsequently, the Bombay High Court judgment has turned around and made a 180-degree turn and said, no, that clause is completely irrelevant. A law clause cannot be made irrelevant unless it is held to be ultra vires. But the great thing is, yes, Indian democracy is becoming empowered. To me, the main thing about right to information is it empowers an individual citizen. Individual, not in mass. One individual citizen seeks information and he has to be responded, and the penalty is a financial penalty on the officer if he disrespects the citizen. This is a big thing. Unfortunately, in a democracy, we talk of Lok Shahi. Lok Shahi means logon ki shahenshahi. You, ma'am, if you go to a government office, should feel like a begum, and you, sir, should feel like a badshah. But the truth is, most citizens, when they go to a government office, come out feeling frustrated, angry, and humiliated. This needs to change, and right to information, my friends, is the effective tool which can change this. Defend it, use it. Use it extensively and read the law. The law is very simple. Read the law and defend the law in all forums. And just one small caveat, sir. The truth is not that 5% only are dissatisfied. The truth is far higher percentages are dissatisfied. Most citizens do not know how to come into an appeal. And if an appeal were to be filed at the Pune bench right now, the result will come after 3 or 4 years. And the government is also lax in this. It is not appointing commissioners. These are some of the problems that are facing this. But if you use RTI, nobody can put it down. Thank you.